The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
What's the fuss?
That is the best. That is the best thing that we've ever gotten from either a guest or listener.
That was an awesome gift.
Yeah, that was a great episode with David. If you didn't see the last one, go check it out. It was a good one. We didn't want to sit around three honkies and talk about racial issues, so I should have gone as my character that I am right now, the drunk redneck. That's not a character. That's just a redneck.
Everyday Rocky.
The woke redneck, which is if you can't see, wow. Really got on the mic there.
You don't need your teeth; they're overrated.
If you can't see on YouTube, first of all, go check out the YouTube. It's way better. And
we're all in character today.
I'm dressed as the woke redneck, and I'm here to tell the people on the right, hey, you're wrong. Wrong about everything. But I'm Rocky Soga. I'm the host of the show.
There we go.
As always, is my producer, Emo John.
Yeah, I brought Emo John with me, and
he's covered. You look like Kenny from South Park.
I told him that was the look with his tie.
doomsday can happen at any point, so it doesn't matter just caring about anything. So why bother?
He's the Debbie Downer version of My Chemical Bromance.
How do you like him, Old Man Coleman?
No, in my day, you called them things you can't call them anymore.
Oh, what did you call him? What did you call him, old man?
F word for gays.
Oh, that's not nice.
Well, I didn't say it. I'm woke.
That's how we
man.
feel about that language. Woke man, old man.
Woke man, old man.
It was a different
Just
time.
kidding. I'm hardcore. Right. I hate everything.
Well, do you want to? I can
That
go
is a
get you a MAGA
minority.
hat from the store.
No, I hate him too.
Oh, you don't like anybody? Well, he's just a New Yorker. New York City.
Elitist.
Episode 230. Ooh, 230. That's when you go to the dentist.
Oh no!
I was going to make that joke,
Well, you
but
go to the
dentists don't hurt.
No, you just soak them in Coca-Cola overnight. I don't know.
Before
Is that
I
how you
cut
take care of
myself,
dentures? I don't know.
Before I cut myself, I'm gonna cut you guys.
You have one hair hanging out, Emo John, and
right there, I'm going to pluck it.
Don't pluck, it's one hair.
Ow!
I need
Hey,
it.
life is pain, Emo John. Just know that.
Yes, that felt good. I mean,
Now it's gonna grow back gray like old man Coleman's beard.
plant it, old man Coleman.
You're what? I don't. That, you sound like a super villain.
You want me to plant my
Old man
seed in your
Coleman.
bush for life?
I think I'm supposed to be because I'm woke redneck. I pulled out a bunch of guns today. We got the MP Shield, we got the 357 Magnum, and I have my favorite, a BB gun with a laser sight, which I will be
What he
looking
uses
up
to
my.
look up NRA.com.
Type
He hits
in
enter with that.
NRA with my. I'll get two guns
and go.
Fuck this. Here, look, I'm just taping with my guns. You guys see this story? Look here. I'll put the laser sight on it right here.
I broke my laptop.
Broke my laptop, killed my co-host.
Like Homer
Oopsie.
Simpson when he's like trying to shoot the basketball to get it off the roof, fucking blows out the TV or whatever, and then the guys all come
Changes
over
the channel with the gun.
They're trying to teach him trigger safety, but he's shot up his whole house. I like the makeup gun that he made for Marge. Do you remember that one?
No.
Dude, it was
shot makeup on
it
her
was a
face?
double barrel shotgun with makeup inside of it.
I work with a girl that uses that.
He pointed straight at Marge's face, and right at the last minute, she fucking pushes the barrel away. It hits up against the wall, and it just makes a face of makeup. And it looks like it looks like you were like I don't know if you've ever shot a paintball gun out of a window of a moving car at a sign or something like that. It looked just like that. You're not. I've heard.
Okay.
I haven't. That's not.
No, but I've seen the toilet after some heinous shits.
I
can imagine.
wouldn't ever shoot at a sign because the government is our friend and they use our taxes to pay for that. And we don't need them wasting a cent now.
It doesn't matter. Splatter is splatter is splatter is splatter.
It's a good My Chemical Romance song.
It doesn't matter, splatter.
The world doesn't matter. It might as well splatter.
In my day, black lives splattered. Just saying.
We're all getting fatter. Oh,
That's
Jesus.
more of a his quote. That's just saying.
Hey, man. Don't fucking put that shit on me, man.
Don't you give me that juju, Ricky Bobby.
I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. That's what your opinions sound like,
That whole
old man Coleman.
segment wraps up with that.
You're a racist, man.
No, man.
No, everybody's equal. That's why we all say the N-word.
I'm gonna take one of these guns to itch myself with.
Yeah, brush your teeth
that
with
is
it.
fucking. You guys are really fucking. I don't
They're
know.
not
man. I don't
loaded.
Like this. I don't
They're
like
not
this.
loaded. Look,
It's a good back scratcher.
Oh,
my God! Did y'all see that video where the dude actually shot a ceiling out?
that was a CO2.
A CGI of
That
something
was
in
the
there.
BB gun. Yeah, let's not try that with the others. Oh my God! Why are we doing this?
I don't know. This is
Let's start over. Jesus Christ!
This is not our worst podcast either. We've done some really, really bad ones. Did you guys want to talk about? John's wearing my tie because I went to a wedding. That's why this is coming out like a day or two late.
Did you have to choose this color? This like lime, like light lime green?
It's a mint green, I call
Do
it.
men choose anything at a wedding, dude? No. I was told when to show up. Oh my God. And that's a whole nother fucking story that we're not going to get into, but
Men choose at a gay wedding. Two of them.
The color
And it ain't right.
The color was like champagne rosé. You know, it's like kind of a beigey pink. I'm colorblind. What am I saying?
Yeah, describe it in full
It was
detail.
very
to us, Rocky.
fucking weird.
Yeah, right.
So
it was like a brown, like
All the-
everything.
all the groomsmen wore like the same thing, but then everybody else was just kind of coming there like a little willy-nilly. So my chick was going to be wearing that pink kind of color or whatever, and so my hair's already green. So she was like, just get a green nose green and a green tie and like whatever.
That makes sense.
And then
match your
so
hair.
I just I just went as green, and pink and green go great together from what I understand.
Okay.
It was a great wedding though.
Fucking
Wanted,
nerd.
I wanted to come and like bash a coronavirus wedding because we should all be inside of our homes.
Is this one of those weddings that was like maybe supposed to be a few months ago? Like, 'cause I know that everything got rescheduled.
Didn't I hear that things got postponed because a lot of people maybe got sick prior to?
No.
Okay.
A lot of people couldn't come because they didn't want to come during this time. So a lot of like family and people that would have been there, had she had some fucking like, there's no reason that we should be doing this. There ain't no reason to be getting together like this during a global pandemic now.
Okay, so how many people though?
Oh man. Okay. Fuck. I'm trying to like, if I was like counting or whatever, there was maybe between 60 and 75 people, which is a lot.
It's a big group.
Yeah.
Did you guys
it's
wear,
not
like,
big for a
matching
wedding.
masks?
It's
Did
not
you
big
wear a
for a
mint
wedding.
green
A lot of
mask?
people had masks, and
Yeah.
there's a huge. Okay, so this was the part that I thought was going to be a little weird. Now, of course, the kids are running around everywhere. You can't stop that. It was a little weird. And I don't touch kids. I don't like it anyways. Like they're always snot nosed, and that's been from way before coronavirus. They just kind of bug me unless they're
dirty,
cool.
Mostly.
Yeah.
They just don't know or care about hygiene. They're kids.
They're always just running around, just farting up the joint.
Scratching their buttholes and shit.
Oh God, I've seen kids dig.
Yeah.
I think we were in on the Small World After All ride. It's one of the first ones when you come into, which one is that? Islands of Adventure. Disney is that Disney?
Yeah.
Whatever one. I don't know. You go
Islands
into
of Adventure. Small
and then
World After All.
That's one of the
it's
first
adventurous.
rides. That's one of the first rides that you hit or whatever. And I remember going there.
My heart rate up. Doctor
Oh,
says
dude.
I can't ride it anymore.
Yeah, it's too much.
For me, it could be a short
much on
life.
that old
I'll
ticker.
tell you that.
Too much on that old ticker for you, old man Coleman. Is that what
Oh,
it
you
is?
said ticker.
No. Oh,
Just making sure I heard you correctly.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
disgusting as a child, so
Were
I
you?
already know
You're
that
disgusting
like,
as a
kids
grown
are-
man. What you fucker? You were.
Got you. That's why you're emo. Go cry it off, John. Remember, nothing matters,
He put
even if it
his,
splatters.
He
it
put his
doesn't
little
matter.
hood on. We made him go back into his shell. I deal with this with my 14-year-old all the time.
Going into my cave.
Every time I accidentally skip an MCR song on Spotify, we can't go back to it and like plays a commercial. I'm in trouble.
Then she complains, and you're like, "When I was a young boy, you couldn't rewind.
When I was a young
It was
boy,
an
my
8-track.
father.
You could only go forward.
I thought you were going to say my father took me into the street to see a marching band.
No, there was no instruments in that day.
Okay. Oh man, you
Do
guys are
not
weird.
make fun of my chemical romance.
Oh, now he's turning into angry emo John. He's turning into screamo John.
With all these guns on the table, I thought it was more a bullet for my Valentine.
don't
Be
remind him
careful,
of the
there'll be
guns.
blood on the podcast floor. I fucked that up. Damn it. I said podcast
But
floor.
something like that, you know.
Did it? Was there blood on
Yeah,
the clap clap
it
floor?
happened.
The bumper clap floor?
Cobra Starship and
Blood
whatnot.
clot.
I'm out of fucking emo bands.
Rastafari. Take a sip of beer.
No,
back
so-
his butthole.
All right, so there's kids running around at this wedding. There's really nothing you can do about it.
Oh, but okay, so there's a lot of like not kissing and a lot of not like getting like everybody was pretty much like trying to stay away from each other for the most part.
Like doing like this, like the 6 feet, like the 6 foot distancing. by the book.
Yeah, were they?
No.
Were the bride and groom 6 feet apart? I do.
No, they were all hanging out together,
You
and
may
they were
kiss your bride after 2 weeks of quarantine.
Everybody has rulers on both sides of them that they bump into each other.
a big part of it was they got tested. They'd all got tested, I think, 2 days prior to the actual thing. They needed to have their results back or something like that. And it actually came close to one guy who did not come to the rehearsal, which I was at. It was great too. But because he hadn't had his results yet, and then I got to see him at the thing, so I knew that they were kind of being honest about it. Because that would have been a weird way. Like they weren't even. Anyways, so they were all together. They were kind of close together, and the preacher did a great job. They're all Puerto Rican, and they're very. So it was like a wrestling themed wedding.
What?
All the groomsmen came. I fucking
Like luchador masks?
No.
Okay.
I can't. So all the groomsmen came out. So at first at the rehearsal, I thought they were totally joking around because the first guy came out. What I didn't know is I was going to have to bring up the wife. I'm sorry, the mother, because their dad couldn't make it to the rehearsal. So I brought up their mother, who I love. We're great friends. And then I had to walk actually the bride down the aisle to give her away because I was standing in the face of the father, who I also know, but he wasn't there that day. He had to work. So they all did these like wrestling moves, and I thought they were totally kidding around. So I naturally did the old Stone Cold Steve Austin. It went great. It was
Poured
cool.
beer all over yourself?
No, but I pretended
shit.
to. And
Okay.
so I was totally messing around. And anyways, like I thought, like, of course, we're at the rehearsal. They're joking around. Right now, we're just saying we're going from the top of the stairs to the end of the thing, yada, yada, yada.
From the top rope?
Yeah, exactly.
To the bottom of your heart.
I didn't think for in a million years that this was going to happen at the actual wedding. They did it at the fucking wedding.
Wow.
They came out and they were like, woo, doing the diamonds and the
Oh my
jabronis and the
God,
suckets
bro.
and the whole
Suckets
thing.
and shit?
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
And then one dude did like The Rock really well. And
The
he did
groom's
the
like, suck
eyebrow.
it. The bride's like, later.
Instead of you may now kiss the bride, it was you may now pedigree your bride.
Oh, that would be awesome. Put her in the walls of Jericho.
Man,
Everybody.
the whole thing, it was a great thing, and then Owen Hart fucked up trying to come down from the rafters at the end. It was
Oh.
really bittersweet ending.
Chris Benoit showed up.
I was going to say Benoit. Benoit killed it.
Yeah. Oh wow. But yeah, it was fucking. So everybody like. I've been more close to like random people at like Publix. You know, like
Right, yeah.
Publix is
Yeah.
way less safe than this wedding was. Although that doesn't.
Plus, they took away their one-way aisles.
Yeah,
Fuck
I know,
you,
which
Publix.
is
How
awesome.
dare you? Felt like I was at the racetrack.
Oh, I meant no. We need them one-way aisles. You should only be able to go one way and left.
In my day, you only went one way, and that was straight. I've become very close-minded old man. by
Hey
the
man,
way.
lots of people out here in the
Your
woods are gay.
wokeness has turned on my really unwokeness.
Listen, you got my penis awokeness.
It's like it's good to know that like that wedding took all of the precautions that they needed to, but
It was
I don't
pretty
know.
cool.
I
And
would rather
also-
just postpone the wedding though, and just do it later when you can have more freedom to.
Yeah, when
Be with-
family can come from wherever. But when is
would've-
that going to happen?
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
have a
that's
friend
true.
that we both know that was supposed to have a wedding in March. Obviously, that's when the world shut down.
Yeah.
Postponed that. Literally, her wedding was at the end of March. She got shut
around
down
the
mid-March.
20th something. Yeah,
Like 15th is when I remember we shut down at work, and so she had to reschedule for September. Well, here we
And
are,
now,
and
yeah.
it's just a little less version.
They
of it.
should
But
have the wedding. I'm glad that I went. It was really nice. It was really cool. But they should have, put it back a little bit. But the bridezilla didn't want to do that, of course. So the wedding went on, but a lot of people didn't make it there. A lot of people were in and out. Everybody had masks on. You could tell that there was a lot of like some people just didn't eat.
That's what I'm saying. You get like this kind of half-hearted attempt at a wedding that you get your special day. Like that's your one day. So and little girls dream about that when they're older.
I wouldn't
having
want to
their
rush a wedding. I really
same,
wouldn't want
exactly.
to rush a
Me neither.
wedding.
it's a one-time thing.
Yeah,
Not to
well for some people. I've made that same joke, dude. So way before all of this shit, we were like, so it was months ago, and so I didn't know their dad as well as I do now. Now they understand I'm gonna fucking make the most ridiculous joke ever, but at the time I didn't. So my chick, who has been married before, and he, who has been married several times before, we were all sitting down and we were kind of talking about it, and the bride wasn't there at the time. And I forget what they were saying, but they were like, I don't know if we can do. And I was like, come on, guys, you only get married once. And they both just looked at me like, you motherfucker.
But the first time's where you go all out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
Especially when you're doing like, I mean, dude, the wrestling thing was just too much. But everybody looked great. All the people so there was more seats than like necessary. So there would be sometimes a
Was it at that venue I saw you post about online?
maybe.
Or you posted like a thing from it on social media. And
I don't know.
I think that's probably where the wedding's at.
I'm not
Because
sure.
I've delivered catered food to that place before, and I know they do those type of events. It's a cool place.
Maybe.
Big ass.
Yeah.
Really nice venue.
Yeah, it was great.
The water
But there
and
was
stuff. It's
there was
pretty.
enough people away from each other. There was like whole rows empty and shit. Like that's what I was saying. Like more people would have been able to come. It would have looked fuller. Now, there just wasn't there wasn't a lot of people there.
With extra seats, I feel like that's good though, because you can just sit with your groups. Like
I sat in an empty row with one other person, and that was pretty much it. But what was funny is there is, and I've noticed that it's this at nearly every wedding that I've ever been to. So this was a dry wedding because half the side is Puerto Rican, half is Italian. So if they're allowed to drink, I've been told it gets a little gnarly.
That sounds fun.
It does sound fun,
does.
but the girls are all like, please, for 30 minutes, just don't drink any alcohol.
We'll see.
okay.
Nobody did that. Nobody adhered to that rule. Every time you go into the bathroom, somebody's got a flask or this or that. We went upstairs. It's supposed to be a completely dry wedding. We went upstairs. We popped like 4 bottles of champaine.
Always a flask under your mask.
Yeah.
You just, whoop,
I
put
like
it in
A
there.
little straw going right up your mask hole.
I
Yeah.
like my new.
No face, no case.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
that's
there-
great.
That's
That's
another
my
one.
new mask. I like it. Here, I'm gonna show it to you.
I really do like this tie, despite the color.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gone with the mint line.
I like
That's what
green.
I wore only because it
I like it.
complimented my girls like light, pink, whatever.
Were you wearing
So,
a white shirt or a black shirt?
I had a white. No,
Well,
I had
obviously,
I had a
it's a
black
wedding.
shirt underneath a gray button up, and then I had my just some black pants. And I got some really nice
That
shoes.
soun's like a perfectly dark attire for
You
such
would've
an
looked-
occasion.
You would've
let's
looked
talk more-
great into
Let's
it,
talk more
in it.
fashion, gentlemen.
yeah.
You know what I like is a nice cardigan to go
Chain
over.
wallets
In
for
my day,
everyone.
there really
I have a
were
chain wallet.
knickerbockers.
Who? What Buckers?
I said knickerbockers,
Okay,
like the New York
Hey
basketball
man,
team.
you better watch
Maybe.
your fucking mouth
I
around
said
me.
it.
dude.
I
Bust your
enunciated
fucking
it
ass.
wonderfully.
I respect my elders, but come on now. I ain't gonna have you disrespecting my friends like that. How much time we got over there, Emo John?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Holy crap, that went a little fast. Okay, so all right, so I'll speed it up. So here's the fun part about every wedding. The women are like, don't drink, and the guys are like, let's fucking drink. And so that is pretty much what was happening. At any time you go, no, so now it's a lot easier with the everybody's got a
Oh yeah, just like a
little weed bid there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
pen.
let me see that.
You can
That
go
they
ahead
can
and
hit.
hit that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Speaking of coronavirus,
and people will bring
you better
flasks.
catch this wet ass pussy before you get that. I'm sorry. What?
I mean, because half the thing,
I do.
because with like it being mostly family that's there and like really close
a
friends.
lot of these people already live together.
Yeah, most of the time when people yell at each other, it's like like, oh, I'm just gonna have to hear it from them. So it becomes a game. I try to hide my shit.
Yeah, yeah.
it.
Well, so I have my little pin all the time. I'm not hurting anybody, and usually somewhere within my truck there's going to be a firearm or two, and if there's not a firearm, then there's probably going to be a
Yeah, for people
that flask of whiskey.
for people watching on the YouTube or Facebook, we have
Several guns
on
on
the
here.
tip.
I didn't press any buttons yet. I'll get to it though.
They are not loaded.
No, they're not loaded.
nothing.
That one's got some CO2 in it, but it ain't gonna hurt.
And there, you know what? They don't bother me sitting there. It's when John scratches his face with the barrel.
Yeah, that was
I'm
a little
like,
weird.
right? I was like, no, oh
He's
my
like,
God,
I got this
stop
cavity.
it.
Let me show you with the
Yeah.
laser sight.
Speaking of tooth hurty, this will fix it where your tooth will never hurt again.
Yeah. That's some weird stuff seeing like suicide videos and stuff. We talked about that with
a lot of those are-
Tuttle?
Tuttle.
Yeah,
On, he
that's-
does a segment on your show, Funny to Informing Tuttle's 10,
He does.
which is hilarious. Check him out. And
Check your pants.
We recently talked to him about that. I don't know. Anyways, what?
No, I mean,
No, you're right.
Some of them are
Some of it's
accidental,
dark and disgusting.
But some of them are like, well, guys, I'm about to kill myself, and
Yeah.
I'm streaming it for you.
I went to the
like,
Museum of Death in New Orleans, and so, I mean, when you walk up to the front counter, there's just a picture of a motorcycle accident, like displayed almost like it was someone's kids. Wow. Yeah. Like, and it's a guy like literally wrapped in like torn in half. You can see all the meat and stuff inside of them. And there's just death all over the world. It's just murder, blood, just full on naked women dead. You can tell where like it's just the museum of death. And it's murder and guts. And
5 out of 5 would take my kids.
It was a little crazy. As a matter of fact, so on that day, so that was a really, really nice day. That was the day that my chick we went up there for a work thing. And we stayed in an awesome hotel. We walked around New Orleans for a couple days. It was fucking great. And that was one thing that she really wanted to see. So, of course, we're going to go see it.
Right.
Well, so all my family had just died right before then.
Good timing.
You know how that's like, old man, cold man, when you have no one left and it's cold.
I'm waiting on my day, sir. It's a short life after all.
Hey, man, you say knickerbockers again one more time. I'm sorry.
It'll end today.
It's a short life after all.
But
First ride in Islands of Adventure. I love it.
I wanted to do what she wanted to do. She didn't have a lot of things. I wanted to do stupid stuff. I wanted to try like every po' boy in town. You know, I really did. I wanted to try.
I love that list, dude. That
Sounds like a good time.
Like if I go to Philly, I'm going to eat every motherfucking cheesesteak.
Oh yeah. Well, there was a few bars and a few like there's I wanted to go to the hot sauce museum. She wanted to go to the death museum.
Right next to the death museum. Worked out though, right?
It's a couple miles away, but I mean a couple miles in New Orleans is nothing. I walked I don't know how many fucking I think like did 20,000 steps one day, and that was just messing around. So we went there and
Rocky did 20,000 steps.
that's the only time I've ever done it. Normally it
in
takes
my
me
day everything was steps.
normally
15 miles both ways. This guy.
And there was 15 miles to school both ways uphill. Don't ask me why.
And it
Don't
snowed.
ask me how it worked that way, but
It
it did.
snowed and it was really hot.
It snowed both directions. We sweated the whole way.
Sweated? Swat?
Did you swat?
No, we just sweated. I said it right. I said what I said.
I said it that I sweated. Anyway, so we went to the Museum of Death, and about fucking halfway through, I had to use the restroom. I go into the bathroom, and it's just murdered women, and I got a full blown panic attack. And, like normally, I know when I'm gonna have a panic attack. It'll happen, like almost gradually. I know something's not right in the beginning of the day, and I'm like, something's up, and I'm like, okay, I better like drink some water, eat good, walk around, do something to not get a panic attack. Never did it ever just hit me like a wave of like, you're gonna die and everyone you love is dead. It's like just right there in front of you.
Whoa,
yeah,
yeah.
it was a lot. So like
Even Emo John is sad.
well, like, so like normally,
I know I said nothing matters, but your feelings matter.
well, like
Tell us about it.
that is,
I had
that
to
is
like
sadder than sad.
I had to leave.
Ironically,
the
this
place.
was on a Saturday.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, you motherfucker. But I had to leave and like go around the corner. There's a lot of great bars there, but there was this one that we were familiar with. And so I had to like go and like sit down for a second and have a drink and like compose myself and chill. And then I like went back in, and I didn't even go to the rest of the thing. I just kind of I bought some swag. I bought a bunch of murder merchandise that I didn't like
They call
the
that
place.
murderabilia.
Yeah, murderabilia.
That's really a thing.
And I know, and so I went and bought stuff from a place that I didn't really like, but I was just trying to not go back in there.
I just find it funny that you went to go have a drink to calm down and weren't triggered by all the drinks being murderous. Like hand grenades, hurricanes, and car bombs.
Oh,
So it's a museum of death all over.
it was the
fucking down there.
seeing. It was the seeing it that it really, and it was weird. But by the time that by the time that I got back, she's about 3/4 of the way through now, and she was into the serial killer stuff, which I watch a ton of serial killer stuff.
Right.
You know, and I've seen the photographs and stuff, but so like that was a little better.
Have you
It
heard
was
the recordings? They're creepy.
No, I mean,
yeah,
That
those are
one
weird.
guy
which one?
put you, I don't remember his name, but he put you in a dog rape rack.
Oh yeah, David.
The toy box
Fuck,
killer.
what's his name? Yeah, David
Parker
something.
Ray.
Parker Ray. Wow.
He
Emo
remembered because he's a
John.
3-name weirdo. Yep.
Not just sleeping in class, but definitely awake there.
Oh yeah.
David
Somewhat.
Parker
Stuff
Ray,
of
he's a
nightmares.
weirdo.
John's like,
I was
I've
thinking
never
about.
forgotten. That's
I was
been my
bored
name.
as fuck the other day at work, and I was just like thinking about stuff. I was like all alone, and I was just kind of thinking. I should have put on music, but instead I was just thinking about how weird it would be to wake up in a Connex container with a little fucking thing going on, and this dude explaining about how his dog's gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And then I got horny. I had to go jerk off. That's the woke redneck.
It got to
for
me.
you. All right, well, we're going to take a little early break here. Oh, I haven't moved my leg, and it hurts. Oh, I got the cramp.
That's my bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be stealing my steez,
The
son.
redneck is cramping.
Oh, my God. That wasn't even a fucking joke. All right, so...
Hipsters, my hips just hurt. I don't know. Yep.
Of course.
There's an old school bell for you. In my day, we didn't have fart machines.
That's how
you had to make them yourself.
That was the phone ringing. It wasn't a bunch of rings. It was just a ring, and you knew.
Yeah. God forbid we remind everybody that this is episode 230.
We didn't even have numbers. You just called the operator and you said, "Can I talk to Dave?"
In my day, Washington had slave teeth.
What?
2:30.
Oh my God.
Moving on.
That joke hurting my feelings.
Let's go to break.
My heart hurties now.
Just like my hips, let's break.
All right, when we be back, I'm going to tell you how Taco Bell pissed me off.
Sorry I missed you. I was busy, it is true. We live life impromptu. Another choice we can undo. They said, hang on, you don't wanna. Because we smoke marijuana. And that don't do anything for you. For anyone. Another go right run to. Another reason want to. When I tried to call you to see the things you hold on to, you wouldn't speak to me, did you? Because you never would've. You said you never wanna see him again, and that you're never gonna be his friend. Instead, you're gonna do anything you wanna do with anyone. Another goal line to run to, another reason to want to. Said you never wanna see him again, and that you're gonna do anything you wanna do. Evidence contrary. You said you never wanna see him again, and that you're gonna do anything you wanna do. Evidence contrary. Yeah. And now you're gone every goddamn chance you get, and that you're gonna do anything you wanna do. Might as well just fall in line. Another go line to run to, another reason to want to. Yeah.
That squirted right in my eyeball.
Came in nice and loud, though.
Really?
That's what she said.
Well, it was worth it. Thank you, old man Coleman.
I feel bad.
When's the last
That's what
time
she
old
said.
man Coleman came in a woman's
That's what
face?
she said. I heard it because of my
Have you ever
fancy hearing
came in a
aids.
woman named Gertrude's face?
Not in the face, no.
Okay.
Or like a Meredith.
Let's just say in my day, they wrote songs.
It went right in
They
their
wrote
hiney
songs
like the
about
Lord
my
intended.
girlfriend Eileen.
Oh, man. Come on, Eileen.
You watch your mouth.
I've seen...
Eileen was
I've
a
seen
saintess of a woman.
I've seen
She
that...
swore on her knees.
I've seen that Halloween episode... Or,
Is that a line?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, that song has to be about ejaculating on
It's
a girl
probably.
named Eileen.
Have you seen the
I
Halloween
never
costume
really-
where it's a girl named Eileen and there's just cum all over?
No.
It's funny. It's just a girl, and then her shirt will say like Eileen, and they'll be like cum all over. You know.
There's
Yeah.
certain songs where it's just
Super
It's
bad.
hair
adult.
gel. It's hair gel.
Yeah,
super adult.
It's every once in a while there's a song that comes along where it's just bad to be alive during. I have a sister named Stacy, so Stacy's mom when Fountains
John
of Wayne
hates that
came
shit.
out with that.
John hates that shit.
Oh, you don't like it? Well, yeah.
Because he got it through high school. People would
Yeah.
always give him shit about.
Talking about banging your mom. Yeah, that's no fun.
We didn't turn the light on, fellas. You want to hit that while it's early? John, just reach out.
Oh, yeah.
Reach out and
Reach
touch
out,
someone.
touch light.
And other 80s songs, fellas.
Yeah, we should just sing bad song. I've heard enough now from the wedding. I've heard every like.
Oh yeah, how was the DJ and like the dancing? And then so you said it was dry. Was it dry after? Like were you guys drinking at the reception?
No,
and
we
also,
actually.
WAP?
I'm sure.
Was it dry?
You know what? It wasn't dry because everybody snuck in liquor in their bellies. Also, there was like several bars next door. I spent like the hour before that at St. Andrew's Pub. So
Okay. In my day, WAP had a totally different meaning.
what?
It was not good.
What was it?
I don't
White
remember.
Aryan Protestants.
No.
Oh, no, that's what it was.
Nope.
It didn't have anything
Google
about
it. Google it.
didn't
And then
have
get on
anything to
some
do with
government database. I
pussies?
dare you.
no pussies.
Also, what's Google?
Google. Could you imagine being old and having to go through that fucking hairnet of trying to like push through the hair to get your wiener in there, and then I guess you'd have to move some stuff
For what now?
to have sex back in the day.
Oh, hairnets. I thought that was the internet.
The hair,
Oh yeah,
pussy.
He knows the term
around
and
it.
everything.
It'd be like trying to have sex through the top of someone's head.
I call
like-
it Fishnet Friday
That's disgusting.
with my girl Eileen.
Open up. Open
Oh,
up.
you caught a sea snake in your fishnets, Eileen. That song wasn't as catchy, so they didn't go with it.
Taco Bell should do fish. They should be adding more stuff to the menu as
Speaking of
opposed to what they're
frustrating-
fucking doing now. Yeah,
Yeah, you're upset.
There's I'm a little upset. All
A
right,
lot of
so
the stuff they're removing, I never ate anyway.
okay, so I don't eat. Okay, so I haven't enjoyed Taco Bell since the Cholito back in the 90s. That was the only thing that was worth buying at Taco Bell. It was so delicious. They reached perfection, and then they screwed it up by taking it off the menu.
The
Why they would
zenith-
ever take something?
The zenith of the Taco Bell menu was the Cholito.
Fuck yeah!
It sounds the worst, like a chili burrito.
It's a chili cheese burrito.
Okay, well they've also gotten rid of like I know favorites like the beef Mexi melt. That was a
Yeah,
good
the
one.
beef
I like
Mexi
that
melt.
one.
Now they've gotten rid of the what was the folded one? The not the Mexican pizza.
They got rid of that too.
Did they? They got
They're
rid of
going,
the-
yeah, no, they're getting rid, and which offends me on on so many levels because of my name and stuff. Get it?
My roommate loved the first of all, he liked the 5-layer gordita crunch or whatever. He liked the one that had like spicy Fritos in it, and then he liked the one that
Any of
had
those
the
are, you know, are
potato
gonna be
things.
short-lived. Any of those like spicy Frito, like those are just like
Why?
those are short-lived things.
Why
Very
is
rarely
it
does that
short-
catch on. The only one I can think of that caught on and stuck was the Doritos Loco because
Is that still
was
there?
I think they still maybe have the nacho cheese flavor.
That's stupid.
But don't get me wrong. I mean, it might be gone.
That
Why
is-
are you offended, Rocky? Rocky orders
I'm not
3 hard, 3 soft. They're not getting rid of those, are they?
I mean, probably soon. They don't want to. They're gonna have. They're gonna take everything off.
Welcome
of
to
the,
Taco Bell. What would you like on your hamburger?
I saw a meme. And they were like they took everything off the Taco Bell menu, and then they added a police checkpoint at the end. Like,
Oh, nice.
They're like they just want to
And
fuck you.
And in the bathroom, 3 shells.
Yeah, they'll give you a Baja Blast before you get arrested and booked.
That means something totally different.
means you're coming on your Wi-Fi lean.
The old Baja Blast.
Take that, lady, my lady.
I don't know. Taco Bell of the fast
My
food
lady.
places is kind of a little down on the list for me. I love my Wendy's. Wendy's is where I'm at
I
with
can't
fast
eat
food.
Wendy's is
No,
good. I like Wendy's.
There's one next to my chick's house, and every once in a while, for like late for something, and she'll like take me to the fucking Wendy's thing, and I'm like, I ain't just play 4 nuggies, please. It's so mad.
Their nuggies are good, and
Yeah.
like I just
But
ate
everything
junior
there is
bacon
so
cheeseburgers. the
everything
other
there
day.
is
good
so
still.
dry. You have to squirt tons of ketchup on it.
No, it comes with
for just for it to get down. No, but you need to add like water. You need to add something to it to
need some
actually
wop on that
chew
burger.
it. Yeah, to
like a
chew
hot
it
dog
is
eating
hard.
contest. Dip it in water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Break the bread up and dip
Well, that's
it.
because Rocky's trying to fucking shove 20 in his gullet in a car ride to Stanford real quick.
It's impossible to eat the actual food. And I remember back in the day, I remember we were going to the beach one time with my buddy Chris, and he pulled out his just regular old burger, and it was just dripping with grease or whatever. So I guess it's just one or the other with that place. I don't know.
Yeah, the other day it was kind of cool because I don't really pass by too many Crystals, but Coleman made me stop at a Crystals.
Yeah.
and he got like
Because I never
fucking
see him either.
15 of those sliders.
You get 12. It was like 12. They come
Yeah.
in dozens.
Yeah.
You buy by the dozen.
Those are so I'm not a huge fan of them. I like the little chicken ones.
Yeah,
those are
chicks.
pretty good. Yeah, those are good. And then and I've told this story before. We went all the way to Las Vegas. I'd never had White Castle. We walked for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. We got about a mile and away from a White Castle, And we just turned around and went home back to the hotel room.
Dude, you didn't
Smoked a
miss
bunch of
anything. White Castle's kind of disappointing to me.
Really?
I stopped at a White Castle when I went to Philadelphia, which was like probably 10 years ago now or whatever. But and I was not impressed at all. I was like, Crystals are far superior. But I remember as a child when I lived up north and I had White Castle, I liked it then, and I was kind of against Crystal. But I lived in the South so long, it flip flopped.
What's the difference? One of them's ketchup, one of them's mustard.
I think I know Crystal comes with mustard, just mustard and onion, and pickle is the only shit on it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know about White Castle.
It's like slightly the same but different.
I think White Castle might have ketchup on there, which is fucking gross. I'm not a huge fan.
I love ketchup.
With like Taco Bell, there's only really that one for fast food. Like, well, and Chipotle, I guess, but like because they do burritos, but not really tacos. I don't know. So that's
Taco Bell's not Mexican food in the first place. It's fast food Americanized, obviously.
Yeah, but I don't think for
it's the only
fast
place
food,
like that does that fast food wise.
Yeah, they don't have like competition to face.
I don't know why they're getting rid of all this stuff on their menu. Maybe they're going to be bringing out more. If they get rid of the chalupa, let me know. Somebody should look up when the backpack was invented on if they're getting rid of the chalupa. That was a mouthful.
See,
and then because then I'll be really upset. That's my favorite item.
I like the quesadilla, like the steak or chicken.
Those are usually actually not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. So but like since it's like Burger King and McDonald's have to be competing with each other all the time, which Burger King is getting its ass whooped.
I think they have been forever.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I went to a.
The internet is saying the opposite of what you said.
Oh, they're keeping the Mexican people.
No, about the White Castle and Crystal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, if you like onions and mustard, then you'll like the White Castle, and if you don't, then Crystal is probably your thing. That's weird. Okay.
That is weird because that's all they put on a Crystal. I worked there when I was a teenager.
There's not who has the pickle.
Both. Well, I know Crystals. I know Crystals does.
Well, then that was a stupid.
Because I had to put them on.
They're
They're
like twins.
It's like one pickle, boom, on each burger.
I need lots of pickles. I love some pickles. But, okay, so I don't know if they're getting rid of the chalupa or not. All I know is put the fucking chilito back on the menu or don't touch it at all. That's all you needed to do, Taco Bell, was not don't add stuff and then take it off, you fucking cunts. Why would you do that? Because it seems like everybody liked it. So if you weren't selling any and there weren't like thousands and thousands and thousands of people, like I eat this every day for like, dude, my roommate would easily go through 4 or 5 of them a week when they had the it was a really spicy one with some like Diablo cheese or something, and it had like some spicy Fritos.
It was like a Diablo taco or some shit.
I guess so. I don't fucking know. I never had one. Everything there tastes like shit to me now that the one's not there. But you can make the chilito at home. It's very easy and it's fucking probably
Is there
better.
Like chili in it? What's that?
Yeah.
I remember the name, but not the item.
Yeah, you get so if you want to make it at home, this is what you have to do. So you get Wolf brand chili with no beans.
Welcome back to what's the recipe?
No beans is how Taco Bell does it. No beans is how I do it. But not the woke redneck. So you get some Wolf brand chili.
Okay.
And you throw in a little salt and pepper, I guess, and you just kind of warm it up, and you add Taco Bell seasoning that you can buy from the store for like $1. Just like any it's just taco seasoning. It's just theirs. And then some shredded cheese in the mix. You get like some just shredded cheese like they sell at Publix or whatever.
Mexican blend or whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly. However you want to do it. I think sharp cheddar is the way that this particular recipe goes. And you kind of just let it all get together. You warm yourself up a tortilla. I fucking pop it down in there. The warm tortilla kind of keeps it all together. And then, of course, I love lots and lots of hot sauce. And you can buy the actual Taco Bell hot sauce. Or you can just go to Taco Bell, steal a bunch of it, and leave. That's normally what we do. We have
or you can go to the Museum of Hot Sauce in New Orleans.
Yes, you can.
And just
but I got to tell you, it is just as good as the Chilito was back in the day. There was nothing better than getting so you'd go to Blockbuster. After your T-ball game,
I know what day you speak of, sir. You go at a time.
You go yourself into the Blockbuster, or if you were even more poor, 69,000 Finger Movies. You remember that one? 16,000 movies.
No, my memory's not so good. So.
Okay, there was a 16,000 movies. I call them 69 Finger Thousand Movies.
That was literally a video store chain?
Yeah.
That was something here, I feel like.
Yeah, it was just like a shitty... There was a lot of video stores, like almost like in Clerks.
In my day, we had laser discs.
Yeah.
Giant records of CDs.
There's a movie on
with
there.
With which you could style your hair and then also watch Blade.
Laserdisc just reminds me of SLC Punk. But yeah, so... Like, I mean, I was a stickler for it, but like, so yeah, we'd go to fucking, my sister and I would get done with, baseball. We'd go to, Blockbuster, pick out a movie, and then we'd go on over to the Taco Bell, grab a couple cholitos.
But
Fucking couple Mountain Dews. That was a good good day in
only
1995,
Mountain Dew.
bro.
There was certainly no fucking.
There was no Baja Blast to speak of.
No.
No Baja
But
Blast
who's
that wouldn't even been invented for
Who's
years.
to say that Taco Bell doesn't have like a bunch of like a smorgasbord of ideas that they could just, that they're waiting to get out there, but they just had to get rid of a bunch of shit.
I don't know.
They might.
Yeah.
Why did they
Maybe
need to
they're
get rid of
coming down
stuff
the-
to put in more stuff? They're like one of the most, they're one of the biggest chains on the planet.
That's true. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it either. But I mean,
maybe they
might
do want to.
They might be making a change. I think that's what they're working on. I mean,
could be.
it's one of those you got to like trust the process or not.
When it's time to change, it's time to rearrange. Didn't one of you guys do that earlier? I know you did.
Man, you got some pipes, bro. That was
bro. I belted out, man. I
that
don't
was
give a
good.
fuck.
That reminds me of the singing competition idea John had for John
What
and
did you
Rocky.
wanna do?
It was a great
I did
idea.
ask you to do that
because
yeah.
we've had a
What
challenge.
was it? I don't
or several
remember.
challenges.
It was going to be me and you like going against each other, kind of like with an instrumental track of whatever song we'd want to
And
sing.
we have to sing.
and we sing it.
And what is the criteria in which we are
I don't know.
judged on?
These are all things we can figure out. Maybe on mic, off mic, whatever.
Maybe
However you
just
want to
a-
figure it
just a
out.
vote.
I just know I'm going to be the Simon Cowell of it all.
vote.
I'm
Okay,
going to be
but so
ripping
like
you apart. You garbage. Both of you garbage. You're fired.
muff cabbage.
Is that what he says? Yeah, you're fired. No, that might be.
No.
That might be a world
Yeah,
leader.
he's
I
like-
can't
that's old
remember.
He's like,
Trumpo
that
Skelskin.
was the worst thing I've ever seen. It's
I'd
always
rather
the worst.
Gordon Ramsay doing it. You are a cunt sandwich. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'll just bring two pieces of bread and smash it between your heads. What are you?
A cunt sandwich.
What are you? You're right.
We're gonna
say it out
we're gonna
loud.
do our own rendition of "Dance Your Cunt Off" or "Sing Your Cunt Off," whatever you want.
Yeah.
And sing your cunt off. And
I think if we did instrument,
I have a feeling that he already has a song that he has 3 that he can already just belt out, and so he knows.
Maybe we let the group page decide songs, or you know what I mean. Maybe that way it's evenly, evenly matched.
We could.
Maybe we could let people watch it on YouTube if we recorded it visually,
I'm sick
and
of
then
doing
let them vote for
competitions.
themselves. And then I'm not biased in there at
I'm
all.
sick of doing competitions that I'm going to lose at.
Okay, I think that's what John's going for.
Well,
he just
yeah, I
wants,
think
he
everybody
thinks he
just
has
wants to
a better
beat my ass
voice
and
for
stuff.
sure, and he wants to prove it.
Yeah,
once
like
and for
put
all.
the songs during like a break of one of the episodes, and then that's how so people can hear it if
I
they.
feel like, all right, so if we're going to do it,
I mean, I Will Survive is on the list. You guys know that. At first, you guys were afraid. You were petrified. But you'll get over that because I'm right here by your side.
Well, we'd each put up 10 songs that we'd like to do.
Never
and
mind.
whatever,
I'm taking over this competition. It's just gonna
whatever
be
were
me.
voted for the top 3 for us, then that's what we'd
Exactly.
that'd be a fun poll. We could do a bunch of like fun polls to figure a lot of this stuff out. But like, I mean,
people are
In
gonna
my
get.
day, a fun poll was Grover Cleveland.
I don't know what that
I don't
means.
know.
Oh.
It's an old president.
Is it?
Poll. It's fine.
You're
What?
too old, man. Old man Coleman is too old.
All his pass the buck references go straight over our heads. Yeah.
Pass the buck. The buck stops here.
Does it? I don't
Teddy
know what that
Roosevelt said that.
means. JFK was murdered.
Speak softly and carry a big skateboard.
Speaking of polls,
Unless you're in Kenosha.
That's not going to work there.
What?
So, all right. Do you guys want to move on?
Please.
All right. So there's this awesome couple, and they look exactly like the couple that you think that they would look like. They look mad, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
looks especially angry.
She looks very fucking mad.
They both
Well,
look like linebackers.
they were in jail because they got into an argument over a fish sandwich.
Oh, shit.
Yes, they're from Claremont.
I said no tartar sauce. Oh, they're local.
Yeah, they
Hey,
the whole
I love that it's
so
a Florida story.
normally in a domestic abuse case, at least one person has to go to jail. They both ended up in jail over a fish sandwich last week. Yeah, it's
See, if it was a
weird one.
Taco Bell limited menu, I could see that.
The cop showed up and he was like, "Halibut, let me tell you what happened here."
It was the last Mexican pizza they gave that night.
Apparently, go ahead.
The fish sandwich is ridiculous. I
Well,
don't-
they were so drunk they didn't realize they showed up. Realized they only did chicken. He popped her in the eye. They left.
It's ridiculous. All right, so this is a very... I should read this in my redneck voice because this is the most redneck thing to ever happen, even though it is an African-American couple. This is some redneck shit.
So 2 linebackers walking to a fish store.
They're in Claremont, so they're country enough. Holy fuck. All right, so this is what happened. I'm not even going to try to say this middle name or whatever it is, but Rita Smith, 35, told Claremont police her and her husband, Cantrell Smith, 36, got upset with her over a fish sandwich and slammed it into her face. Yeah, basically, he wanted some...
I knew it.
He wanted some food, and she brought him a fish sandwich, and he didn't like it, so he smashed it in her face, and then they got into an all-out fucking brawl.
Oh, so it's because he didn't like it.
Yeah.
Not because I thought maybe they were fighting over it. Like, it was my sandwich. I counted how many we got.
No,
and then Jesus came down from on high and was like, "We shall cut the sandwich in half." And she was like, "No, don't. I can't bear to see the sandwich get hurt." And he was like, "You are the true owner.
You are the true owner."
And he bestowed upon her 1 fish sandwich.
Oh my god, dude! You just reminded me of this fucking awful story. So when we were at the wedding, there was a lot of
They were serving fish.
there was a lot of long-winded.
Ironically, it wound up in a divorce at the end.
There was a lot of long-winded stories. People were taking their entire 10 minutes, and the girls were hungry. I'm not lying. I could hear a lot of people mad.
Universal stomach growl.
Oh, dude, they were mad, bro. And there was a lot of people taking a lot of time. There were some people up there crying, and there was like, I mean, there was everything from girl that doesn't understand the situation and is wasting everybody's time to the dad who couldn't keep the microphone next to him face. He'd be like, guys. And when she was a baby, I got to tell you, she was the weirdest baby.
He just starts putting the microphone in his pocket.
Dude,
Did she have a lot of shitty boyfriends I didn't like?
it was, oh, dude, there was a lot of that. It was so much. And then there was a guy who was there, and he was like, "You remember when we were on the wrestling team and you beat that guy? That's a lot like this nightmare." There was like, there was that.
You won. And then he walks up and he's like, champion, groom.
That was a big part of the wedding. And then there was sad guy who I don't think he was drunk. I think he was just sad and really into Jesus. And he told the most long-winded, boring story about how the groom was the one that told him that his father had died when they were working at a restaurant one day. And it was the saddest story
On
in
microphone,
the entire world.
In front of everybody?
Yes. And instead of just passing over it or glossing it over it like a human being, he took up 8 minutes and 30 seconds talking about how his dad was in so much pain before he died, and it was nice that you were there for me, and died.
Oh,
and
jeez. I have a recording of his screams on my phone. I was saved at the last minute.
I have the last voicemail he ever left me. Let me turn it up. You can barely hear his weakened voice.
Dude, it was so fucking awful. But the worst one by far.
How do you play out the long speeches though?
They
is
didn't.
It like the Emmys?
We
or
all
something?
started going.
You signal the DJ. There you go.
We all started kind of clapping when they just said one like, "I will not sing."
I love it when they did. And then they wait for the applause break. They're like,
"And to continue." Thank you. No.
And also,
hey, I got an applause break on that. Everybody see it? They weren't telling me to leave.
Please clap.
But dude, so the worst one was this one dude who came up, and a lot of these people were from the same church and stuff like that. They're all very religious, you know the deal. And so one guy was from the church, and he decided that he was going to tell a story from the Bible. It was about a man and a woman.
Is it about a fish sandwich?
No.
Okay.
It was about
I just heard this one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was
saying.
almost as good as that fish sandwich
That
was. They
woman
did not
really
have
cared
fish at
about
the
that
wedding. They
fish
had chicken
sandwich.
and pork, and it was delicious. I
Okay.
had both. And my girlfriend, made me go up and get her a second plate because she was like, "I want people to think it's you, and then you come over here and sit by me, and then I'll eat it." And yeah, dude. And then so I got myself a little extra because I was the very, very last one in. So I got some more for her. So I was one of the first tables, so I got mine
It's like,
first.
Can I have some more? It's for her.
Yeah. And then,
At every step. Get a little more of that.
that's for the old
her.
lady. Yeah, she's eating for 2 now. And
me and her. I'm fat.
me and her ass that she brought. No, but
That wagon she's dragging.
yeah, she made me go wait for everybody to go through and then go back a second time, get more for her just so she could fucking eat it. And then when I tried to get I got a piece of pork too because the chutney was amazing. I got a piece for me. She yelled at me for trying to eat my own piece. I was like, "Baby, I put in the work for this plate.
This is my chutney."
I had to go over there and lie." But But anyway, so there was this one dude who decided to talk about this Bible story, and it was about a man and a woman who were in love. The problem was she was a prostitute, and he was a really nice guy. And after she had slept with everyone in the entire village, she decided to finally come back to him, and that shows that the Lord is good. And it was the weirdest fucking story. Yeah, I swear to God.
It sounds like the story of the Pretty Woman.
Sounded like to me, dude. It was fucking uncomfortable, and it was weird, and it did.
She met her Richard Gere.
It was a lot like Pretty Woman, or
he offered her a clam. He opened it up, and then she reached for the clam inside. And he went, "Boop," and he tried to close her hand. She was like, and made the ugliest face you ever saw.
It's
in
the
Trading
the New
Places
Testament.
more.
It's the
that's Old Testament.
I like Trading Places more when what was it? What's his name? Fell in love with the girl that, what was his name? What was the girl in Trading Places that was the hooker? And then she
was so hot in that.
She was
I
really
said
cute.
Jane Curtin. It's
and then
Jane.
she also played with the guy, Dan Aykroyd was the lead in that.
Eddie Murphy. Jane.
I had this
Jane
awful
Fonda?
dream.
It's not Jane.
no.
Dude, the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes,
Jamie Lee
Jamie
Curtis.
Lee Curtis.
She was so hot in that movie.
Yes, and then
In my day, Jamie Lee Curtis was hot and didn't talk about her digestion issues and yogurt.
yeah, do you really want to think
Yeah.
about her on the can for
Especially
an
in the
hour with her
Bible.
laptop? So bad, just in there fucking making.
In my day, you could still sodomize Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's not nice.
Allegedly.
It was all the fault of this awful Negro.
Consensually.
Did he, when he
Whoa.
woke up, when he woke up from his bad dream, he thought he was like, "You were there, and you were there." Yeah, dude, that was a fucking hilarious movie. I want to watch that
I
now.
don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
what he said. He goes, "It was all the fault of this awful Negro."
Who said that?
And fucking Dan Aykroyd. And then
yeah.
everybody's
We was
looking
talking
at him
about
like,
Eddie Murphy, yeah.
and then Eddie Murphy's like there.
Yeah.
But it ends up to where they're best friends, and they make all the money, and then it's like
And they screw over the $1 bet. Yep.
Yeah, the Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden type there.
Looking good, Valentine.
Yeah.
Feeling good, Chester, or whatever the fucking
Yeah,
names were.
they remind me of the old Muppets that sit up in
the
and
two
bitch.
old men?
Yeah.
Oh, they were, I feel like they were.
Muppet Show
yeah.
tonight. It's
It's going to kill me trying to remember their names.
I don't remember
The
their
old
names.
men. I'm not going to get it by the time the show runs out.
I was buying you more time.
No, it's fine. You guys just do the show. It'll come to me.
No,
It'll
I'm just
strike
gonna do
me like a bolt of lightning.
I'm still doing
John's looking it up. Mortimer? No, that was the guy on the
Mortimer?
actual movie.
What? I
Mortimer
Just
was
searched
one.
Old Men Muppets.
There you go.
Old Men Muppets.
There they are.
Statler and Waldorf.
Oh, I would have. Waldorf might have been one of the dudes from
One was Mortimer. Mortimer.
Mortimer.
Oh yeah, Mortimer was on Trading Places.
Mordecai?
God, we just really have delved into movie
Mordecai is the best song from Between the Berries.
Y'all seen that movie Caddyshack? House
It's
man.
good.
Y'all remember how the remember
Y'all like
how that
Deliverance?
It was like a gopher or something. It was all like
Deliverance was written about my
he was
town.
dancing around. Was that real?
We
Was it real? I
Was
don't
it
know.
train?
You can never tell with the
That
fucking
was a
thing.
smart ass gopher.
We went from fast food to like these old ass movies and shows and scenes.
It happens, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm getting some definite feedback.
I'm getting some feedback too, and I think
I think
it's
it's
emo
just
John.
it's
I think
Oh.
it's
It's just
emo
our
John.
connection here. I think we're good.
I did not hear.
Hey,
yeah,
well,
I don't have.
they
You don't have
can't- they-
headphones.
the fine folks at home can't hear it because it's a problem with our headphones.
yeah, sorry, it just made me jump.
So now we're just talking about a problem that you guys don't even know.
Sorry.
Here's another problem that
I
you
brought
didn't
it
know
up.
I have. My athlete's foot flaring up again.
No.
Sorry, I'm just what? I just figured we'd be talking about more
Here's a
stuff.
topic. Why do they call them hemorrhoids even when they're on girls?
That's what?
I don't know.
I don't know about.
Why do
that.
you park on a driveway and drive on a parkway?
Did you ever notice? I'm sorry.
Why is it always foreign people with American Express cards?
Oh. Oh, jeez.
What? That's
That
not
was for
me.
the
That was
redneck.
woke redneck. I'm
No,
woke
that was
material.
not. That was Old Man Coleman and John Peisenberg.
Weisenberg.
is just over there itching his face with a gun. That was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. put that thing right in your mouth.
Let's cut that out.
As long as you
That's a
showed me.
357 Magnum, sir.
2:30. Here we go.
Once you show me it's not loaded, I trust it. I'm not-
Yeah. Well, it's
Some
not.
people, get freak
Hey,
out no matter what.
That's how some people, dude. Oh my god, I know that it's not good, but one of my favorite things is I love a YouTube K-hole, of course, and one of the funniest ones you will ever see is people fucking up with. There's. I saw a few the other day, so this isn't one guy. There's a lot of people. You have no idea how many people will pick a gun up, point it at their hand, and pull the trigger. I could not imagine in
Why?
a million.
Yeah, why would people do that?
Dude, even if, I mean, I've had gun jams before, and the way that I do it is obviously you're always pointing down range. You try to clear the weapon. If not, you can see, is there absolutely anything in there? It seems like I've got everything out. But just in case, I've still got my ear protection on, still got my eye protection on. I'm aiming hundreds of feet away. Boom, 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 or nothing. Normally nothing happens. You're just making sure that it's not going to. Never would I fucking point it at my hand and just blow off a finger.
No. When I have a gun jam, I enjoy it with a nice crunchy peanut butter on toast.
What's the difference between jelly and jam?
Must be jam because jelly don't shake like that.
I was going to say, normally you caramelize jam down. It's just different the way it's made.
Welcome back to What's the Recipe?
Jelly is more gelatinous.
This is the real way. I thought there was
I know,
gonna be
right? There's no joke.
Yeah, it's more organic. You put a little bit of that, some glycerin.
Put some pectin in there.
Yeah, you put up just crunched
Squeeze
up
it out
cow
of fresh
hooves.
from your own picks.
Have you ever got have you ever guys had it when have you guys
Keep doing that like that.
have you little peckle scriptures over there
Have we ever?
have you had bone marrow?
Have we
Yes.
ever?
Yes, I
Bone
have.
marrow.
Yeah,
It
it's
is delicious.
delicious until you think about what it is.
It's bone marrow.
I know.
Have I ever?
Yeah.
John is
Oh,
not.
Jello. Yeah. There's bone marrow in Jello.
That's
Jello.
not the same flavor.
No,
Okay.
but like
It's like
bone marrow
beef
as a
butter.
dish. It's like
Dude.
served in a
No.
cut in half bone
No.
with
No.
a ridge
I
through
would-
it where the
if
marrow
I was
is and
like-
it's cooked marrow put back in the bone.
If I was
fucking good.
on death row, one of my meals would be probably some oxtails and all that stuff like that. But I would have a nice big beef. But oh man, my mouth is watering. With some nice, like just some bread to smear it on or something like that. Ooh, it is so good.
That is the jam. When you put it on the
It's
toast
not the
or
jam.
whatever.
I already told you how
Good
jam was made. This is a fucking bone marrow. Now,
So good. That's like marrow jelly.
That's the second time he's watered his mouth too, because he was mouth watering when he started talking about Taco Bell menus that were
See?
menu
Cholitos.
items.
dude, I am a fatty bo batty. Speaking of, when's our pizza coming? All right, guys.
We got to wrap it up.
We do need to wrap it up.
You know what's not coming? A Mexican pizza.
You know what's not coming? Eileen.
Nope, she died years ago.
That's not.
Rest in
that's
peace, Eileen.
Sad. That's sad. Whose name is Eileen anyway?
That's what I'm saying. An old lady.
Yeah, she's got to be older.
It's like Evelyn. I once knew a young girl named Evelyn, and we always were like, sounds like a grandma name.
Yeah.
Evelyn. I don't know.
23 Skidoo. Here comes Evelyn and Irene
Oh, I would have come on Evelyn.
on stage
Just
now.
saying. Wait, that was the character, not really.
All
me.
the men want to come on Eileen these days. And
Cheers
here
to
comes Mildred.
Eileen and that guy's butthole.
All right, guys. Episode 230. Thank you guys for joining us. We really love you, bud. We are out this ma.